Hello and welcome to the stream, all you fun folks. We're playing Dungeon Explorer 2 tonight. I also want to get some requests in from friends, from chat, from anything about the next game to play. Pickle Friction, I'm thinking a Sega Genesis RPG after Dungeon Explorer 2. What would you recommend? Would you recommend Shining in the Darkness? I've been thinking about that one a lot lately. The very first Shining game ever created. I think that'd be a lot of fun. You don't have it set up auto-crowd? I actually don't. No, because I find that a lot of times my streams start with me rambling for about 25 minutes, and I don't really want that to be a part of YouTube. So, and this rambling was only 17 minutes. And I don't put the commercials on YouTube either, unless I'm specifically doing commercials. So I just hit the record button on OBS. Generally, it's fine. Another way to do uploading to YouTube is, say I forget to hit the record button, I can always just go and download it off of Twitch. And so far, you can't really tell much difference between the quality of them. 3 hours of stream on Twitch usually is wound up being about 3.2 or 3.3 gigs. So, what's up, Pay the Toll? Hey, this used to be the Chaos stream. How's it going, Pay the Toll? You know, Mr. Toll, how you doing? The Chaos stream, it can become the Chaos stream if you want it to be. However, I must say, if it goes Chaos, you might not be able to handle it. Once you go Chaos, it never goes back. All right, so let's jump right in here. I'm going to stretch this out just a wee bit. It looks like it's actually at a good spot right now. Cool. Don't you threaten me with a good time. Oh, I will. I think I'd like to do a turn-based action, or I'm sorry, a turn-based RPG, yes. There's always the option to do something like an action-adventure game like Crusader of Senti. That would be an option as well. But I think I'd rather just do a traditional RPG with battles and stuff, because we're about to play another action-adventure RPG right now. In September, I played through Utopia 2, which is another action RPG. I've done Soul Blazer, Utopia 2, East Book 1, and now Dungeon Explorer 2. And the only traditional turn-based RPGs I've done since the beginning of this Toll. Now I'm reading the chat. Since the beginning of this stream was Final Fantasy, Mystic Quest, and Dragon Slayer. So I'm thinking traditional RPG. That's what I'm thinking. Shining Game or Phantasy Star. Okay. Yeah, I figured that it doesn't matter which one I do either, because Shining in the Darkness is about a 25, 30-hour game, and Phantasy Star 2, 3, or 4 are all about 25, 30 hours. So whichever one I do start, it's going to be a while. So I'm thinking one of those two. And once the screen pops up, we can start our adventure. So I do want to get, there's a slight caveat to this. Daniel Garcia, I'm part of the Jericho Appreciation Society, or am I? I like you, Daniel Bryan, but no, I'm back in the Jericho Appreciation Society, but no, I like you again, Daniel Bryan, but no, Brian Danielson. Oh, the Dragon Slayer. Oh yeah. What's up, Fuzzface? Take on Okinawa. What are you doing? What are you doing in Okinawa? Fuzzface 666. How you doing, Fuzzface? How's it going? Cool, getting some good new chatters in here. That's awesome. How are you going to take on Okinawa by yourself? So, quick thing here too before I hit start on this, before I hit the run button. The emulation of the cutscenes is slightly off. So they're going to look amazing, and they're wonderful. And the voice acting I also love. I think it's spectacular. But I want to let everyone know, there's a warning that Buzzface. Oh shit, now I know who you are. Nice. Right on, dude. Some guitars. Overdrive and LJN, man. What? Next you got to do Back to the Future. Just that. That's fucking hilarious. That's great. Mayhem on Market Street. That is the December 3rd show. I am on the card. I'm in the battle royal. Fuzzface, thank you for hanging, man. Super cool to see you. That's awesome. Yeah, you if you start doing your concept and your idea of once you get all your office and stuff together, dude, I'm on the December 3rd and the December 17th show. I'm on both. So I'm doing both shows. The December 3rd show, I'm doing specifically just Quail Justice, and on the 17th, I'll be Chaos as well. So I'm in a tag match on December 17th. So Fuzzface, yeah. Well, on December 3rd, I'm actually wrestling up in Appleton, or down in Appleton, I should say. It's closer to you, kind of closer to you, I guess. But I'm gonna wrestle on that card, and that's actually got Sabu headlining, doing a meet and greet. And I'm going to be wrestling on a show that Sabu's going to be appearing on. I think the 6 degrees of separation is pretty fucking crazy right now with all the wrestling and stuff that's going on. But on December 17th, Jay and I are teaming up against the Ruthless Gusts team. Ruthless Aggression, Ruthless Rage. Ruthless Rage, that's it. Yeah, that one's going to be fun. So, Fuzzface, once you get your office and stuff all set up and you start doing videos and you start doing the videos and the music videos and stuff, I said videos like 9 times in that sentence. Just remember the little people, because it's going to fucking rock. What you should do is specifically do terrible games that have awesome music. That'd be fun, because then you're going to cover all the LJN games on the NES. All right, one more sip of the beer ski and then we'll start. That's very cool, dude. I like it. To be a heater. Nice. I like it, dude. All right, so again, cutscenes on this game, on the Turbo CD, on the emulation of Mednafen, slightly off. If you've never seen the game before, you may not notice it at all, but I noticed it because it doesn't play exactly the way that I remember it. So it's anime, it's cutscenes, it's the still pictures kind of thing where the mouths move once in a while. So you'll notice that the voices and the mouth movement isn't exactly accurate. Probably won't even bug you, but this game is wonderful. It is literally one of my top 5 TurboGrafx games. The soundtrack is amazing. Everything about this game just gives me all the nostalgic chills. So I hope it affects you in the same way. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, it won't affect you the same way with nostalgia if you've never seen the game before. But I mean, I hope you wind up saying like, "Holy shit, this is awesome!" Remember, this is 1993, so this is almost 30-year-old technology. That's awesome, dude. Now this is just the start screen. You're rolling balls right now. All right, here we go. We're gonna let you have to let it go to watch the cutscene intro. I'm gonna shut up during most of it because it's amazing. I love the cutscenes in this game. It's gonna hold for a second.
Though evil endures and legends don't die, a hero exists in a blink of time's eye.
Got the chills. Fucking love this intro. Ooh, and the stereo surround.
Legend speaks of a dark horde rising to reclaim the lands they once ruled before the time of man. It is also said that the chosen will come forth to strike them down.
I like how her eyes opened
wielding
and
a
the ball
shining
went
light
over.
to lift this darkness from the face
Little
of the
shit like that.
world.
A green screen is a wonderful way to check dead pixels on old CRT TVs, by the way. Trust me. When I saw that green screen the first time, and then I saw like 1 or 2 dots that were off-colored, I'm like, what's happening here? I literally threw the TV in the garbage. I'm like, fuck this shit. Now here's an introduction to all the characters. You guys can decide on which character you want me to play as. I am most definitely wanting to use like the Hunter. Arden the Hunter is the best. He's awesome. all the characters are okay, but I'm going to need a tanky, like versatile type character. A wizard or a rogue, thief, not the best. Mostly because I'm only playing at one player. This is one of the rarest occasions ever. It's 1993 action RPG with up to 5 players simultaneous. So it works really well having lots of different characters with different versatile abilities. Dwarf's good too. He's really, really strong, but incredibly slow. What's that, buddy? Oh boy, is this better? I don't want to hear me. I should be shutting up. Who is the sexiest? Probably Arden. Alex the Hunter, or Alex the Fighter. Pretty awesome. Just wait. Oh my god. The rest of this is fucking amazing. I love this part.
To wield the Orb of Aura is to hold dominion over all that is good, and bind all that is evil. But the wicked never rest, and so the eternal battle begins anew.
This is Natos, the ultimate bad. It could be Princess Peach if you want it to be. Check out this. That is fucking epic. Oh, I love it. All right, so start a new game? Sure. Yes, we will start a new game. We're only doing one player. So the question is, who should we go with? There is the Alex the Fighter, Seppi the Thief, Wizard Ephraim, the Cleric. These are all the characters we just saw. My personal selection is the Hunter, Arden. Cool thing about Dungeon Explorer games is later in the game, you do save people, and you also can go to an inn to switch characters if you want to. So my thought process here is I'd like to take the Hunter, most balanced character in the game. While the Fighter is also pretty balanced, but that agility, Alex is very slow. I like this is the most balanced character. Any thoughts? Otherwise, I'm just gonna take the Hunter. Bum 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 bum. All right. Let's see. There's Hunter. There's the dwarf. There's Thena, the elf. There's Fighter, Alex. The thief. Sorry, there's Alex. The thief. This game is very much like Gauntlet. Wizard Ephraim. Also, look at the hit points, too. Noobtown. There's the Cleric. The Cleric is probably the most difficult to do. Like, you can heal yourself, but you're not going to be able to do any damage to anyone. The Cleric is perfect for healing your party members. The Wizard's also really difficult alone. And then the Bard, another one that's good with a party, but not so great alone. And then Hunter, who's really good. The Hunter has the Barrier as a white magic, and then Reflect as the black magic, which is awesome. And then the Dwarf. So the Dwarf has actually the highest amount of hit points, but is also the slowest, so it's like a tank. The Elf is actually the perfect balanced one. The Bard is very sexy. Oh, that beard looks rideable. Oh, from the Dwarf. I thought you said Bard. That's amazing. Elf has the hot purple hair. I say yay. So we got a vote for Dwarf, a vote for Elf, and a vote for Hunter. If I'm doing that, now remember, again, Fina jam this game. Fina. A bit of a cleave too. Fina, oh, the Elf. Should we do Fina? Actually, the Elf is not completely balanced. It's 6-6-5-5. You'll vote Elf? Oh, all right. Everybody in for Elf? Are y'all in for Elf? Yo, Fina? You finna to pick the Elf? How's it going, Cupcake? Welcome to the chat. I can get off to it. God damn it. 12 hit points, guys. That's like 2 hits and I'll be dead. The Hunter has 17 hit points. That's at least 3 or 4 hits. The Dwarf is 21. Finna is fixin' to. Hi. Abe. I'll do the Elf, but I swear to God it's gonna make the game harder. Elf. Alright, doing it. Fine. You did wreck my strategy. More cutscenes, here we go. This is amazing.
Yes, you are brave,
but also foolish.
You'll not escape me now. I have the power of Aura.
Where were you, Dork Father? It's going good. I admittedly chose Elf for weird reasons. You can choose something else if you want. It's too late. Where were you, Dork Father? Look at this. Look at this strategy. That is some amazing strategy by these 3 random characters, just throwing daggers randomly every 15 seconds. There it is. Good job. Now that's the ending of Dungeon Explorer 1. Right there. Sorry, spoilers. With the fall of the Dark Lord Natos, the Orb of Aura shone brightly in the hands of the victors. They were all 3 named Victor. Its holy light driving the evil minions back from the depths from whence they came. Peace returned to the kingdom of Odessia. ... The peace was short-lived. Upstairs with both legs, babe? That's amazing. That's a fucking giant duck-billed platypus. Does anybody see that? Look at this thing. How scary is this? Yeah, the duck-billed platypus is like, boom. They're just riding them all over and killing people and everything. Horny beaver. Spectacular. In a century's time, tragedy threatened Odessia once again. Shit's going bad.
I say, ye shall not pass. Vile snake, taste my steel!
Was it your nickname in college? My nickname was Bye Bye Wall. That was in high school. Shit.
King Earl II of Odessia, I humbly beg an audience.
Speak.
I am Phades. I bring greetings from Emperor Natos, master of the Black Horde. My liege formally requests
Natos is
that
back?
you relinquish your throne and surrender the Orb of Aura immediately.
By the gods, the arrogance of your master is legend. Here the orb remains. I defend it unto death.
Yes, we expected no less of you. And so it has come to this. We agree to your terms then. I will grant you your death.
My God.
Now, a new kingdom begins. The Black Horde takes back its legacy. I bid you farewell, King Earl of Odessia.
Immortals, Preserve my kingdom and avenge me.
Yeah. That's like a Mega Man death.
The orb is mine. You know, in the wrong hands, this could be dangerous.
Sneaky little bitch. Ooh. Oh, by the way, he is a henchman for the ultimate evil, Natos, who we saw in the beginning of the cutscene. About the time Odysseus fell, Princess Miriam of Solus was visiting Ardeen. There, she was captured by Minos, the man-bull. Was I saying? Oh, shit, I forgot. Oh, Natos. Oh, here's more.
You have come. No doubt you know that evil is upon us. The minions of the Dark Lord rise from the depths. Monsters are everywhere. All my subjects live in fear. And now, my only daughter Miriam has been stolen from me by the scheming Minos. Oh, I cannot bear to think of my precious child in his vile paws! Hear my plea, the plea of a desperate father. Save my Miriam from this beastly fiend. I implore you, return her to my side.
Boy. Oh boy. Now you'll see some of the gameplay elements look a little Gauntlet-like. Please save our dear princess. What I wouldn't give to sit on some TTI overdub sessions. Oh my god, I know, right? So, yep. So, the idea of this game, in Gauntlet, you have tons and tons of endless amounts of mazes that you go into. You know, from door to door, going through mazes, figuring out where to go and everything. In this game, it's kind of similar. They give you a lot of the, it's like, oh wow. They give you a lot of those same types of dungeons and stuff. However, they also have cities, towns, people to talk to. Norville lies beyond the Gaza River. Go west. You'll find a raft for crossing the river. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I sincerely hope that Princess Miriam is safe. So in this game, there's towns in between the dungeons and stuff. Oh, no, I know. And this is an amazing, like, take on the concept of Gauntlet. I think this is awesome. Our land is plagued by monsters. Oh, our land is plagued by monsters. I did not do that. I swear it. So this game this is the second one in the series, and the reason I chose this game is because it is my favorite out of them all. The first one came out on the Turbografx. It's a HuCard game. The second one is the Turbo CD. The third game is actually Dungeon Explorer. It's Dungeon Explorer 3, but they just call it Dungeon Explorer, and that's on the Sega CD. There's also a spin-off of this game called Crystal Beans, the Dungeon Explorer. And I don't know why it's called Crystal Beans. No idea. But it's a spin-off of this game. It's like the same dungeons and stuff, but only one-player game. 1 and 2 are 5-player games. The third one, I believe, is just a 1-player game on the Sega CD, but I don't remember for sure. And then then there's actually a fourth one that came out on the DS and the PSP, weirdly enough. It was a portable Dungeon Explorer game that was a take on the Diablo style of gameplay. Dude, yeah, Fuzzface knows. Fuzzface knows. It's so good. Okay, I remember everything, all the buttons and stuff. Let's see here. Do you wish to save? Why, yes, I do. Save completed. All right, cool. Hey, the town's theme is pretty cool too, man. Just walking around the dungeon here a little bit to see if there's any more items around it. Not the dungeon, but the castle. Nope. Okay, I got them. There's just the 2 little secrets. So it's 1 white magic and 1 black magic. White magic is something good for me. Black magic is something bad for the bad guys. Pretty obvious there. There's something I wanted to show you guys. The bar, I think, is where the other characters are. Either when you unlock them. You look fine. You look like you could use some rest. Okay. Many have wandered east into the Widow Woods, lured by bewitching melody, but none have returned to tell their tale. Oh, shit. The tavern offers lodgings to the weary and injured, which is good to know. Which is good to know. That's funny. So technically I want to have it this way. Okay, there we go. So there's a couple things to look at on the screen here for when you're playing Dungeon Explorer 2, by the way. On the left-hand side, you see your character, their hit points, and then how much magic they have, either it's white magic or black magic. In the middle, you have the name of the game. Just above the middle is those 5 balls. That's how many lives you have, those little 5 balls right there. To the right, then, you have your status. Those statuses, the way that they're listed like that, is important because agility is orange, attack is what, turquoise, power is purple, and intelligence is green. Whenever you defeat certain enemies, it's usually bosses, they will drop these jewels or beans or coins or whatever, gems, right? Let's call them gems. And the gems will flash colors. They'll either be orange, was that teal, turquoise, whatever, purple, and then green. If it's green, your intelligence goes up. If it's orange, your agility goes up, and so on and so forth. So that's very important to remember when you beat bad guys. If you're playing this game with more than one player, that Dungeon Explorer name thing is gone, and then they basically just scrunch everything together on the bottom of the screen, all 5 of the characters. If it's 2 players, it's just 2 people, whatever, 3 is 3, and then whatever, from there on out. But you can fit 5 players on this game, and get this, too. There's like a lot to this, for real. If you're playing it 1 player, you can select to go to password, and it shows your password there. See that password in the corner there? If you jot that down, you can then take that character, how you made it, whatever level you're at, whatever, and you can use it anywhere you want. Say you and 4 or 5 of your friends have all played through the game and you're up to like max level everything. You can all put in your passwords at the beginning of the game and start the adventure over from those characters that you have. It's pretty slick. Oops, I didn't do that. There's a couple things here I wanted to look at. There's a fork in the road just ahead. The south road leads to Demon's Claw. The east road will take you to Widow Woods. If it was my choice, I'd go to Demon's Claw. Oh, this is that, like, oh, I can take you anywhere. This is the text in here was not translated very well. A lot of it was done by Victor Ireland from Working Designs. He also worked on the cutscenes too. There's no Victor Ireland in the credits other than he himself is at the end in the credits, but Working Designs is nowhere in the credits in this game, but they did actually most of the voice acting work. That's why it's actually pretty decent quality. This one, though, is a mess up, because if you right here, it says, for 1 white potion, I'll send you anywhere. I guarantee it's perfectly safe. Want to give it a try? All right, now where would you like to go? No. Yes, no. It's like out of order. Not today, eh? Well, feel free to drop in anytime. Like the yes, no should come before he's like, where'd you like to go? Oh, nope. Okay. Well, feel free to drop by anytime. This is an important part of the game right here. This room right here. This can make or break your game. This is the Death Dealer. This is the Grim Reaper. And he plays a game of blackjack with you. Reaper's the name, blackjack's my game. Why is this important? Because you bet your lives while you're playing blackjack. You bet 1 life, and if you win, you get 2 lives back. If you get a blackjack, you get 3 lives total, so you'll gain 2, technically. I always like to do this, and I do a janky little save and load type thing when I lose, but I'll show you what the game's like. We'll see if we can earn a couple extra lives. I may or may not be janky about this, just so you know. Feeling lucky? Willing to stake your life on it? Then let's play a hand of my favorite game. Yes. Here goes. Hit? I would say no. I'll take a hit. Oh my god! Try it again. Well, the weird thing is like, it totally randomizes the cards. See how it's different? Ugh. Do I take a hit? The tough part with trying to do Dungeon Explorer games multiplayer is one has the GD. Goddamn. Oh yeah. No, for real. And it's so quick and easy to die. And if everybody's dying, like say you have 5 players, that means each one of you only has 1 life because they do not give you 20 lives to play 5 players. It's like everyone shares the lives, and that sucks. I'd say the sweet spot is 3 players. That's how I played it years ago. Should I take a hit at 17? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Wait, 18, 19, 20, 21? I gotta get a 4 or less. Oh, I'll take a hit. Okay, now I'll stay. Fuck. Alright, I'm only doing it one more time. I had really good luck on this earlier, just so you know. Oh my god. I've lost at 20 and 19 before. I'll stay on an 18, that's too scary. Elves are just unlucky, I think. I'm gonna do it one more time, and then I'm walking away. I did stay. I stayed, and I still fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. For another hand? Sure, you bastard. Oh my god. No, I'll stay at a 19. Oh my god. Dude, he is being vicious. Yeah, I suppose, sure. Oh. Oh my god. This is insane. What the fudge? What the fudge? Oh my god. So chintzy. There's no way to win. There's like no way to win. What is the deal with you, Grim freaking Reaper? There we go. Okay, so that's how you win. I like how I lost like 9 times in a row. Sure. What the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So I'll stay. Oh, you son of a bitch. Did I lose 2 then? Sure. Is this always going to be like this? Oh my god, it is. Wait, I don't want to... Oh my god. There's no way to win this. Jesus. Sure, you bastard. Yeah, I'll take a hit. Oh my god, what do I do on 15? If... 16, 17. Oh, it's great. Dude, it is vicious. The 4th card is always like a 10. What is going on? This is weird how the middle ones are like... I can't not take a card. Yeah, you didn't need to. You're a dick. Hey there. All right, I'm getting the hell out of here. We gained a life. Let's get out of here. No, I'm not. You're a bastard. And if you get a jackpot, you automatically get 2, which is great. That was miserable. Prick. What a prick. All right. Okay. Very rigged. It was terrible. Okay, so that's the water. That's the raft that I gotta use for later. Okay, nobody's there. All right, let's go. I think it's down and to the right. What say you in this room here, bucket breath? There's a mountain range called Demon's Claw. You'd be wise to avoid it. I'm probably going to have to go to Demon's Claw. I gotta save the princess, yo. Voting is... I did not do early voting, but we'll be voting on Tuesday. Speaking of voting, we went to see Tony Evers today at the sawmill in town. The Gaza River raft owners lost his son to monsters. He's been bitter ever since. So I'll be voting next week. Really? In Wisconsin? Some monsters are said to carry valuable items. These items will aid you in your quest. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Why, thank you. I'm flattered. I'm going here. This is the library, right? Welcome to the Royal Library. Oh, well. I think this is... Oh my god. That's great. The Kingdom of Solace. The kingdom consists of Solace, Norval, and Vern. Oh my god. Stop reading books. Fuzzface is just like, get to the dungeon already. Aura's Orb. Aura's Orb is the symbol of peace and prosperity. The orb bestows true power to its owner. Power enough to rule over all. Oh, snap. He wants to do video game music. Blessed by Aura's Orb, the land of Odysseia has prospered. It is now a land destined for doom. Emperor Natos. Ooh. Look at the name Natos, by the way. Oh, Spicy Time is where you guys make me eat one of those horrible one-chip challenges. This is from one of my new favorite games. Ooh. Natos, the name Natos. What do you think? What is unique and peculiar about it? 50 years ago, Natos ruled over the Dark Empire. He met his end in a failed invasion against Odysseia. Okay. Reading books. And check this out. It's like a freaking stereo surround system in here. It's like, okay, that's cool. You got this super cool fucking giant boombox stereo surround room. What year is this game taking place, man? Man. You're the guy. No name drives the fear. No name drives the fear home like Natos. No name drives the butt home like Natos. But her fear. Good grief. Yeah. The East will take. Oh yeah. I go to Demon's Claw. Yeah, I figured we were gonna do that. All right, here we go. Packle fraction. Oh shit. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me do this real quick. We're gonna listen to the music. So, if you're new to the Twitch stream, which a lot of you guys are, which is super cool, We do these little challenges. Do you see it? So if I'm looking at, let's see here. If you're looking at the chat stream on the bottom left corner, there's that little game hugger loot thing with the Neo Geo Pocket Color logo. If you click on it, there's things you can do. Like they're called rewards and challenges. Like you can get me to do things. You can have me write something on a Post-it, which is random. I don't really understand it really. You can unlock random sub things. You can modify single emotes. You can suggest a poll. You can have me do a hot take. You can do give me the madness, which makes me do a wrestling promo style promo as Macho Man Randy Savage on any topic that you'd like. You can make a tier list, and then the very bottom, what the Pay the Toll was talking about just a minute ago is spicy time. That makes me eat something incredibly spicy. It's 10,000 points, so hopefully nobody ever saves up that much to do that. But one of those things is let's review a video game music theme song. So basically what we do is we listen to a video game song that someone links in the chat. We all listen to it and we all rate it 1 through 10. Yeah, 100,000 points, thank God. Hopefully nobody has saved up that much, and if you do, I'm going to be pissed. I have one of those stupid Pacquiao one-chip challenges, and I'm going to eat it and probably make myself sick. So it would suck. So don't do it. But yeah, if you're like, oh God, Nightbot even just said all this. You can do all fun commands in chat. So anyway, the video game music one is the one that Pickle Friction just did. It's 1,000 points to review a video game song. And so you link it in the chat, and then we listen to it. So everybody in the chat, you try to guess what game it's from, and also give me a grade of 1 through 10. 1 is terrible, 10 is perfect. All right, everybody understand? Let's listen to a tune. Awesome. Any ideas so far? Pretty simple loop, but I enjoy it. Anna Cupcake says an 8. Pickle Friction says 7. Is it from a space RPG? Isn't that Star Control? Isn't Star Control a space RPG, Pickle Friction? I love Star Control. Star Control 2 also came out on Genesis, didn't it? I don't know much about the game. It's upbeat, and I couldn't stand to listen to it in loop. I'm gonna say like 3 to 5. So you're saying like a 3 out of 5, which would mean a 6 out of 10? Or are you saying a 3 or a 5? Because it's 1 out of 10. Uh-oh. I went a little bit too far. But I can show you also what I do. I keep a spreadsheet, which is also on our Discord even. This is now the 65th song that we have reviewed, Star Cruiser, on the Genesis, from Pickle Friction. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I have all the links in the songs as well. We've been doing this for, I don't know, 10 months or maybe 12 months or so far. And I wish I'd put the dates on here because that would have been kind of cool to see when these were all requested. But yeah, there's the entire list from lots of people like Zadwalla, Pickle Friction, Cupcake, even myself, Jay done a few, Dorkfather's done a couple, Swankmaster, Alec, John, when he's been here, Good Q has done a couple, Mob Scene, or as Pickle Friction calls them, mob. Mob scene. So, yeah. Yeah, okay, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Okay. Yep, I gave it an 8. It was really good. Person 3D sci-fi RPG, really? Nice, that's super cool. Huh. Well, holy shit, that's awesome. Very cool. All right, so let's jump back at it then. Oh, well, it's not that you're saying it wrong. Mob scene, you just say mob, like you add an AW to it. That's all. It's adorable. I love it. Mob scene. I like it. It's all good either way. Nothing's wrong with it. I love it. Dude, I'm already getting that guy to make me a homebrew card of that franchise. Yeah, you told me that. That's super cool. That's super cool, dude. All right. Oh, I gotta, okay. Yeah, mob scene. Mob scene. You say mob. Hey, mob. It's nothing. Don't get self-conscious. Anyway, you see how bad guys have these little homes that they live in. When you destroy the little pods that they live in, then you destroy all the bad guys. Otherwise, they will continue to come out forever and ever. A la Gauntlet. The only cool thing about this is you can farm them. No, I'm getting 1 star cruiser too. Oh, that's cool. So you can farm them to get magic, which is important for later in the game. The Turbografx is only 2 buttons. There's 1 and 2. 1 is your regular attack, and 2 is the magic. So you gotta be careful when you are pushing the number 2. Oh, very cool. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. What is that all about? That was really not cool. All right, let's get rid of all this shit. Okay. I think it was upset with me for spending too much time. Let's see. I think I have to go... So south is Demon's Claw, east is Widow Woods. All right. I think we're going to go to Demon's Claw. How many playthroughs did it take to realize you needed to farm them? Oh, what controller are you using with the emulation setup? A TurboPad with USB or something? I am not using a cool TurboPad. That would be very smart if I did. I'm going to hold this up and please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I could switch it to a one of the Turbografx mini pads that I have, which would probably be smart. Shame, for shame. Oh, pickle will shame me. Shame. Dink. Shame. Dink. But yeah, basically it's just one of those things that you just, when you need items and you're like going through the game and you're in the middle of a dungeon and you have no health or you're no help, no chance of survival, you just hide in a corner and just farm stuff. Ready? Here comes Fuzzface. Who does not fucking love this song? Oh, and you can shoot magic too. Shit. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. If you shoot magic too much, god damn it, it will go away. Ugh. Oh, this is awesome. So good. This game and this music just changed my life. Changed my life. Good. It is healing. Okay, that's cool. Good to know. So I can farm for health. Definitely reminds me of anime battle music. Yeah, right? It's definitely got a lot of that going on. before anime was cool, too. Oh, look at this guy. He's masturbating or something. I never understood what he's doing. Come here. Come touch my belly. Sorry to interrupt, really, I am. You weren't sent by Ven of Bull Mountain, were you? No, I guess not, after all. He'd never reveal his true face to mere mortals. Okay. Sit on my lap, son. The elf is like, I'm finna to not sit on your lap. I love that threw back to the chiptune road. Yes, yes. It's so good. The original music is great, and the original game is really good too. Shit. I just never got into it as much as this one. This one's my jam. This is my favorite. See if I cleared everything away. I just swiped right on the clicked name finna, and I was like, why does this sound so familiar? Okay, so how do we get through to that area? I must warp into there later. Cleared everything away. Good. Is there another stairs over here? Or was that just the item? I think it was just the item, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this music is so good. So good. Plays DE2 wife material. Waifu. Oh shit. You gotta be careful on health points. You don't want to die. The only cool thing is if you die, I reaffirmed my love for punk chicks. I got a new waifu recently. I would assume Finna plays the duo. Of course Finna plays the duo. Can just walk straight through, by the way. But I'm trying to clear everything through and get as much magic as I can. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'll do something. I only get 2 hit points back if I use magic? That's lame. Jeez. Maybe I'll do some farming. Gonna give me any magic? You guys suck. Oh, there's a magic. Let's go get it. Yeah, I would say Funa has to play some Turbo Duo. So my first Turbo console ever owning was the Turbo Duo, which is a good story if you want to gather around for an anecdote. The first TurboGrafx console I ever got was a Duo because I was going to get a TurboGrafx, and then someone right in front of me traded in their Turbo Duo at a game shop, and then the guy who ran the game shop was like, "You want this instead?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." 1994, someone trades in a Turbo Duo right in front of me. Oh my god. So crazy. It was my first paycheck too, ever. Oh god. I don't think I go over there. Weren't you originally going to get the Atari Lynx? Yeah, okay. So the whole story is I specifically saved up enough money from my first paycheck. It was my first paycheck and some allowance, and I brought it to a game shop. And I was going to get a Lynx because they had a special on. Oh shit. You weren't sent here by Riva, were you? Well, we'll find out after I rip you to pieces. Music's so good. Oh, nuts. Do it again. Okay. There we go. Okay. Remember what we were talking about before? Yes, this tech was mind-blowing in 94. All the cutscenes and shit and the music. Whew. All right. So agility, attack, power, or intelligence. I think I'm gonna go with power. Purple. There we go. Gain some health. Give me some better hit points. That sounds good. 21 hit points is nice. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Better than 12. But yes, this tech was mind-blowing. It's the music, it's the cutscenes, it's the voice acting. Prior to that, now think about in 92, when this console first came out, there was games already that were on it that were CD-based that had voice acting in it, like Last Alert, Cosmic Fantasy 2, which has a beautiful fucking 40-some-odd minute anime cutscenes in it, which is amazing. And this game was a later gen game, like it came out in 94. So like CD technology had been out for about 3 or 4 years at that point. And if you're thinking about 1992 era, like NES was still big. Super Nintendo and Genesis was starting to come out, and they were like really starting to take over the 16-bit era. But even in that, the 16-bit era, you didn't have voice acting cutscenes and anime cutscenes and like real CD audio and stuff until way later. Like CD-based technology didn't become the norm until the PlayStation era, which was like years later. So yeah, it was like my jaw was on the floor the first time I saw Ys in the cutscenes. Like I was just like, I can't even believe it. It was so fucking amazing. That was magic. We had some slowdown. I wish I could hit it. Okay. Actually got a lot of slowdown there right now. Where did you see this in Wisconsin back then? Oh, so the game shop was called Video Games and Computer. I'm sorry. Wow. That was the game magazine. The game store was called RSE Video Game Star. It was in Wausau. And I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. They had a lot of Turbografx stuff, and they had some used Turbografx games. RSC Video Game Star. There was one in Appleton. I believe there was one in Madison. Yes, I was going to say, I've been to the one in Madison. I bought video game magazines from them in like 93 or 94. I never knew about the Turbo Duo back then, but I do remember seeing cutscenes from the Sega scene. How amazing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, just... The first time I saw Eastbook 1 and 2, I was like, I was sold. I love my Super Nintendo. I love the Genesis. I didn't get a Genesis until much later, but I loved what I had played and seen on the Genesis. I really did, but the Turbo just fucking blew my mind. And it's still, like, anytime I play those games, I get the same feeling. It's just like, oh my god. So good. You watched Uncle from Another World? Hmm? About your first used Turbo from them in middle school, from the RSC Video Game Star? Holy shit, in Madison. That's awesome. That is awesome. So we had one in Wausau. There was one or two in Appleton. And the one in Wausau was just perfect. So the whole story is, long story short, is I had my first paycheck from shearing Christmas trees. I shaped Christmas trees in the summer of '94, and summer of '94, and like I was, it was old hat at that point too. I had seen in a game magazine, shit for real, 16-bit era. Oh my god, a box turbo. My Duo was boxed. And a few months later, I went to look for my box for my Duo, and my dad had thrown it away. He did not like boxes in the house. He did not like boxes for anything. He burned them, broke them down, and recycled them. And so my Turbo Duo box, which I believe that stupid box itself goes for like $200 or $300 now, was thrown away by my dad. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for recycling the cardboard and being a good citizen instead of keeping my old rusty up box. Anyway, so in a game magazine, I think it was EGM, or Video Games and Computer Entertainment, one of the two, I had seen an ad for Atari Lynx. And in the thing, it said you clip out... Oh, it's raining out. It sounded like it was raining. Anyway, you clip out the thing, and when you bought a new Lynx, brand new, for $50, or maybe it was $100 or whatever, you could get a free game off of a list. And you fill out the card, and you send it to Atari, and then they send you a game. And on that list was Dracula the Undead, I think Bill and Ted's Big Adventure, a couple other games. And I was like, oh, fuck, I want a Lynx. I want my first handheld, because I never had a handheld ever in my entire life. And so I went to I had to make a deal with my mom. I gave her like a couple bucks to take me and my nephew Rob to the game store in Wausau. RSC Video Game Store was the only one that I knew of in Wausau that sold used games, because we did have like Kmart and JCPenney's and shit like that, but they didn't, they wouldn't sell anything cool outside of Genesis and Super Nintendo or NES at the time. Anyway, so we go to RSC Video Game Store, and I get in there, and I saw the Lynx, and I was like, this is great, this is awesome. And then I was looking at some games, and I might buy a game or two, because they had some used games. They had like California games and whatever else. And then I walked over to buy the glass display case, and I saw Turbografx-SCD. And I was just thinking to myself, like, I know this isn't the most popular thing in the world, but like, I remember really, really, really obsessing over the Turbografx. Like, I wanted one really bad. It was like, some kids had Genesis stuff, most everyone in small town USA, central Wisconsin, had Nintendo products. But nobody had Turbografx. I was like, I never saw it in my entire life. So I was just looking at them like, oh my god. The systems itself were $39, and the games were around between $5 to $20. Like loose hue cards for $5 each was like Shockman and Bonk's Revenge and whatever. And so I said, you know what? I'm not going to do the Lynx. I'm going to get a Turbografx because this sounds fucking awesome. I had $200 on me. I was going to go home with a Turbografx and probably like 30 games. Like I was going to have an instant collection of great games. And I started grabbing things. I made a stack of hue cards. I made, controllers. I had extra controllers. I had all the hookups to Turbografx. And I was checking out. And before I had a chance to start, scanning the games and stuff, that dude walks in with a used Turbo Duo boxed. And he's like, I'm trading it in. And he's standing right to my right. And I was a kid. I was little. Well, not little. I was probably almost 6 feet at that time. It's awesome. It's good music for story time. Trades in the Turbo in front of me, and so the guy that I was checking out with, he was like, oh, do you see that? And I was like, yeah, how much is it? And they were doing the trade-in or whatever. I think they only gave him like $100 for the Turbo Duo, but he said they'd sell it to me for $199, and I had $200. So like, I was like super bummed because I was like, I had a stack of like 30 some games, and yeah, I wouldn't get any games with the Turbo. But then they were like, hey, we'll throw in like 10 of those games you have there with your Turbo with the Duo for $200. And I was like, are you serious? And so I still got Shockman, I still got Legendary X 1 and 2, I still got Dungeon Explorer 1, I still got fucking Sidearms, which I dislike, Blazing Lasers, a whole shit, Ninja Spirit, Keith Courage. I still got a handful of games. And then in the box, it really did. It just fucking, the timing of it all was just, what's happening? In the box was East Book 1 and 2 and Gate of Thunder and a hue card. What was it? It was, maybe that was where I got Ninja Spirit from. I can't remember now. Maybe that's where I got Ninja Spirit. But yeah, they had the Gate of Thunder 4 and 1 and East Book 1 and 2 were in there. And I still got a stack of about 10 hue cards for $200. Oh, and they threw in an extra controller, one of the TurboGrafx controllers, which when I got home I was super disappointed because there's only one controller port on the Duo. It's like one of those things you don't notice when you're like buying something, you're so excited. And I saw there was one port. I was like, wait, there's only one port. And then I also noticed that the TurboGrafx controllers don't fit in the Turbo Duo because they went with a smaller size for the Duo. Anyway, long story short, I went home and the rest of my summer was just mind-blowing. I bought so many games. I bought games from that store. I bought games from TurboZone Direct, TZD. They had like a lot of deals going on for like 3 games for $100 and shit like that. And then I bought games from like Game Dude in California. They had a deal going for 3 CD games for $29 or something like that. And then you got a really cool Turbo Duo carrying case. And just, I spent every penny I got. I earned that summer working, which I made a lot of money. I was making like close to $400 a week. Wait, no. I wasn't making $400. I think I was making $200 a week when I did shearing Christmas trees. I was making $4 an hour, close to $200 a week. I was working 40, 50-hour weeks as a 14-year-old. But, Anyway, it was like, that's shit. That story alone is just almost like what sells me on the idea of why I'm such a dork over TurboGrafx. It's just so great. But yeah, I was just, my mind was blown. I'm gonna save the game. And then I'm using magic like a fool. Yeah, it was so exciting. And I used to like, when I get paid on Fridays, I'd give my parents money and then I would use their credit cards to order games. What's up, Wink? How's it going? What's your experience getting your Genesis? Bro, how Wisconsin do you sound right now? Did you just say shaving Christmas trees? Shearing Christmas trees. That's called shearing. S-H-E-A-R-I-N-G. It's shearing. It's how you shape a Christmas tree. So you have a big machete and you just walk around it and you do this. I could still do it, actually. Shaving Christmas trees? I guess I did shave a Christmas tree. That's true. I'm a bit of a pro. Princess is probably a prisoner in the dark maze. The maze lies northwest of Norville. Northwest. Okay. But do I have to... Miriam, poor Miriam. Okay. Yeah, shaving Christmas trees. I shaved Christmas trees. I did that for a summer. It was like, I don't know, it was very sweatshoppy in all seriousness. It was very different. We used to meet up at the Holiday, 5 blocks from my parents' house, at 6 a.m. Got to open it on Christmas Eve with no game to play. All us kids would exchange info on what our parents got each other. Oh, you're gonna go shave me a tree this holiday season? All right, that's fine. You can shave yourself a tree. Oh man, that's still really cool though. Christmas Eve, you open a Sega Genesis. Oh, dude, how crazy that would be. I did not get any game system until 89, and that was an NES. And I remember that Christmas season, there was a guy at Walmart that said, there's a new game system out. It's the Sega Genesis. It's more powerful, and it's only like $50 more, because I think NESs were like $140 and Sega was $190. And then my whole family was like, nope, we're still getting NES. And I said the same thing too. I want Nintendo. And so wait, cousin told me I was getting X-Men, so I was hyped, and on Xmas morning, I opened my one game expecting X-Men and got Shaq Fu, while your cousin got Streets of Rage 2. The only tree I shave is in my pants. Nice. Shaq had too much brand power back then for anyone's good. So wait a second, your first game you ever got was Shaq Fu and you dislike it? I don't hate Shaq Fu. I don't think it's that bad. Isn't that a Silicon and Synapse game or something like that? Or no, that's next time I got a new game was October the next year for my birthday, and you got Echo 2 and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. So, okay. So that's why you like Echo so much then, huh? I bet that's what it is. You're really good at the Echo games though. Shaq Fu is not that bad. It's not that great, but I mean it's unique, and the sprites are super small and they're very fluid. I played it and tried to like it. Dude, there's so many bad games that I got for holidays like Christmas and my birthday that I wound up forcing myself to love, and then now have good memories of loving them because of, just the games themselves. I got Bases Loaded 2 once for my birthday, and I was so fucking disappointed because I already owned it, but my parents didn't know what I already owned because I had like a stack of NES games in my sock drawer, whatever. And they bought me Bases Loaded 2, so I forced myself to play it more because now I had 2 copies of it. One Christmas I got Dick Tracy on the NES. I forced myself to love it. It's super fucking hard and not very fun at all. But it's not good. It's not good. But my parents were constantly bargain bin people, so Christmases and birthdays and shit like that, whenever I get new Nintendo games, I got stuff that I wound up loving. Zexeyes, or however you want to pronounce it, XEXYZ. Love that game. I got that one and I played it forever until I beat it. Like, it's so much fun. I even played it on the stream a few months ago. It is a fun game. I had Zexeyes. I didn't have Mega Man. I had Zexeyes. I had River City Ransom that same way, because it was like a $10 game in a $10 bin at Walmart. My parents bring home River City Ransom. I'm like, I didn't know what it was. All I knew is, and then as soon as I put it in and played it, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Stockholm Syndrome, we were forced to play these games. All right, hold on, let me check out. Better than Slaughter Sport. Slaughter Sport's bad. I bought that with your own money new. What? Ooh. You love Echo. Okay, tried it at a friend's house and it amazed you. My earliest memory of seeing the first Echo at a video store and being compared to an NES game in those early Genesis marketing days. Yep. Ooh. Slaughter Sport. What's a bad game? I was lucky enough in the town we had 2 different rental stores or even grocery stores that had NES games for rent. So I almost always rented games first before buying them. But a few games that I went out on a whim and just bought straight up. Obviously, Turbografx games you almost always have to buy because there was nobody renting them. However, there was one video store that had like 15 games. Pickle Friction knows this story. Myself and King Drool, who's he was Mojo Menace, and he does a few things. He Twitch streams once in a while. He grew up in the area. He moved to Milwaukee. His name's John, but King Drool, he and I grew up in the same fucking stupid little town of 10,000 people here. And there was one rental store that had 10 Turbografx games in it, and they didn't rent the system, just the games. And he had a turbo and I had a turbo, so we were constantly like renting against each other. It was great. It was like I want to go rent Bunk's Adventure, and it's like, it's gone. And like, how is it gone? Who else in town has a Turbografx? But when they finally decided to sell the games, because after they didn't rent for a while, they sold them off, and I remember going in and like all of a sudden all the games were gone, and I'm like, I was really looking forward to, buying this game. Yeah. Well, okay, there's a long story about the King Drool stuff, but long story. There's a lot to it. He bought up all the games from the video store that I wanted to buy all the games from. But I was a kid, so I was saving up allowance to buy these things, and I saved up like $15 to get a turbo game. And he just bought them all because he was an adult before I was. He saved up like a couple $100, went in and said, I'll buy them all for $200, and they just sold them to him. It's like, great, it's awesome, now they're all gone. I did not find out who he was until the year 2018. And we were actually a part of the same forums since 1999, the PC Engine FX forums, which is a Turbografx fan forum. Buying, selling, trading games, sharing tips and tricks, blah, 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 all kinds of shit, right? We were both a part of that forum, and neither one of us realized who each other was until one of us was in the Discord chat for the PC Engine group, and I shared a link like saying, oh my god, I just picked up a Super Famicom for $10. And then I shared the Craigslist link, and it said Wausau, Wisconsin. And he was like, what the fuck are you doing up in Wausau? And I said, well, I live in Merrill, and I had to drive to Wausau. He's like, you're never going to believe this. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I grew up in Merrill. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then we started sharing like names. We're like, well, what about this burger joint, or who owns this, or who owns who works at the library? And we like knew everything. And he's like, this is so crazy. And so then the next weekend he was like, I'm coming up. He still has land on the Lake Passaic up here in Merrill. And he's like, I'm coming up next weekend. We need to get together. And so we did. And then we just played Turbografx all weekend and had beer. It was fucking amazing. What are the odds And the weirdest thing too about it is we've bought and sold and traded from so many different members, but I never sold or traded to him because I went through my direct messages on the forum and I'm like, I never ever did trade with him. And had we done a trade at some point, any point in time, we would have known where we were from. But 20 years, 19 years of being friends, and then boom. And now we get together every month or two, every couple months or so, whenever he comes up to the area. It's great. It's crazy, but in the 90s, well, in the early 90s, I found there was at least 3 of us in town that had Turbografx's. There was myself, John, and then our friend Paul. He had Turbo too, but he also had a Neo Geo. That guy he had everything. Every video game console that would come out, he bought it, and then he would buy sealed games and never open them. The guy is sitting on a fortune. Sorry, let me catch up on stuff here. Wink, you were saying that you went from Commodore VIC-20 to Master System and then Turbografx, and then after that you went N64 and then 3DO? And you were a PC guy after that, even though you eventually got GameCube and Wii and 360. That's pretty cool. So for me, you went VIC-20. We must be around the same age then, because you went VIC-20. My first game system, if you want to call it a game system, was a Tandy Color computer. I got a Coco, and then I actually got a ColecoVision. I got a ColecoVision from a garage sale for like $10 that did not, the controller 1 port, oh, I'm 43, so we're pretty close in age. My controller 1 port on the ColecoVision didn't work. So you could only play games on it that you could start the game with player 2. That was the big thing with my ColecoVision. And I had a couple games that I really liked for it. There was a Sega shoot 'em up on it that I can never remember the name of. It was like TaxScan, I think. TaxScan. Oh, you're older than John. Oh shit. Oh, that's so cool. TaxScan on the ColecoVision was my first like love for shoot 'em ups. I loved that game. It said Sega at the beginning. Like, I was like, this is amazing. And then in '89, we got an NES, and then we got the Super Nintendo. Actually, did get a Super Nintendo before getting Turbo. Because by 1992, the Super Nintendo had been out for about a year. And I sold everything I had for NES, all the games and the console, and then bought a Super Nintendo. And it came with Mario World and 2 controllers. And then I got F-Zero. I bought F-Zero with it, which was mind-blowingly good. And I had Super Nintendo, and I was hardcore into that for about 2 years. And then when I got my first job, I went with Turbo and never went back. Like, I've never graduated on from the 16-bit era. Like, it's so crazy to think, like, the Super Nintendo offered so much for me. I think it had a wonderful variety of games. Did it lack in some, like, shoot-'em-up stuff and some action-y platforming games? Maybe a little bit. But we got Contra 3, we got Mystical Ninja. Like, Super Nintendo is wonderful. You used to play Mixed Up Mother Goose on Pop's Work Tandy? What? That's amazing. Oh my god. Oh, I also had a TRS-80, a big giant old tube TV laptop style computer thing, which I fucking loved. My Tandy Color computer I had for a long time. Of course, now that I'm a big, stupid game convention runner and shit, and I'm a dumbass collector. I said the word collector, Pickle. It's not a collection, it's a library. I'm kidding, it's a fucking collection, I get it. I have everything again. Like, I have a Nintendo, obviously, and I have the color computer. Sierra game, Heart of Balls, no win situations everywhere, these assholes. Oh man, that sucks. Mixed Up Mother Goose. That sounds hardcore, that sounds evil. But yeah, I've got pretty much everything. I think the only console I do not have that I used to have, there's 2. I don't have a CDI anymore. I never went and got it back again. I wouldn't mind getting one though. And then I don't have a Neo Geo AES. I have a Pocket Color, I have an MVS consoleized, and I have a Neo Geo CD. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with my MVS. I love it. Like, oh wow, King's Quest for Kids. Mixed Up Mother Goose. I bet you can find that in browser and play that. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that was a Tandy 3. Fuzzface. But anyway, we're playing a game here, aren't we? I'll have to clip that whole thing or do a highlight on the video on that again. That's like the second time I've told this story. But like, there's so many, it's crazy. Crazy shit, man. Northwest, right? Isn't that what they said? Can I use this raft yet? You're mighty indeed. Come on, let's go. Boop, 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 boop. Because we took care of that dungeon. Now he's like, we'll take you over here. Silly bitch. You silly little bitch. We're going to Norville. Oh, the undersea cave. Dude, the music is so good down here. We do that a lot. This, my stream, I tend to tell more stories than actually play games. These rocks, I think, yeah, they suck. Yeah, I tend to tell a lot of stories on the stream, which is fine. If you guys, by the way, if you're new, like if Pay the Toll is still, fuck. If you're still here, Toll, everybody give each other a friend or a like, whatever you do on this thing. And make sure you follow Pickle Friction. He's one of my favorite streamers. Matter of fact, he used to like literally get me through the workday until he decided to be a turncoat bastard and stop streaming during the day. It's fine, he just doesn't love me anymore, it's fine. DJ Honey. Hey, how's the stream been? What's up, man? Stream has been good. Stream has been really good. You missed story time. I was telling anecdotes about how I first got to Turbografx and how I met one of my best friends. One of my best friends. The guy who literally should have been my best friend growing up. Because we had everything in common. Like, we both love to make movies, we both love music. He used to play music at the, fucking bowling alley that I used to go to. And I remember there being live music there. And I'm friends with some of his band members. Like, I was literally friends with them. One of his best friends is named Scott. And, Scott opened a restaurant in Merrill. And he used to do something called the Heavy Metal Brunch, where he'd play music, heavy metal, and have a breakfast buffet, a brunch buffet. So he used to come and listen to Iron Maiden and eat brunch. It was only on Sundays. So while people are at church, we're sitting here listening to Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and shit, and eating fucking breakfast burritos in his restaurant. I used to go to that on Sundays. And he would let me bring CDs and stuff, and we'd listen to fucking music. We'd listen to the best metal. Like, I was like bringing Iced Earth and all kinds of shit. And we would just sit and eat breakfast and food and stuff and sit bullshit. But never once did he ever say like, yeah, I've got a friend who's like huge into TurboGrafx. Like, I never knew, oh fuck. I never knew anything. Like, we had the same group, we were almost like in the same circle of friends, but we never interacted. Ever. Until like 18 years later when it was just like, wait, what? I think John's stubborn. He's a bit stubborn. He's a stubborn guy. But he's fun. He's a good guy. Fuck do you guys not? I don't know. The thing. Did you hear the story about the Dreamcast? Pickles? You heard this one, right? I'm gonna save it real quick, yeah. On September 9th of 1999, John and I both stood in line at the same place to get our Dreamcast at midnight. In the Wausau Center Mall at the GameStop. We both were in line for that. And the only way to get your system, because they only had 48 of them, was to get there early. And we stood there waiting in line from 6 p.m. until midnight. 6 hours in line with 40 people. And we didn't even realize the other person was in line. I was telling the story about, it was on our podcast. It was on the Mojo Weekly. I was talking about favorite memories of launches, game console launches, because we were talking about, like, I don't remember if it was the PS5 that got launched or whatever it was. We were talking about whatever, and I said, oh, I had a lot of fun standing in line for the Nintendo Wii. The Wii was actually a really fun a line. I was at a Walmart, which is kind of unfortunate, but I stood in line at Walmart for like 12 hours from noon until midnight, and it was November, and it was fucking so cold. It was legitimately 70 degrees colder than it is today. Today it hit 70s in central Wisconsin. Like, it was amazing weather. But I did the Wii, and it was a lot of fun, and we had, like, you know, whatever. Walmart, I think, let us in like an hour early or something. They said 11 o'clock, and so we went inside, and they weren't freezing anymore. And they let us, like, check out at 11:30 or something like that. I don't remember what it was. But I remember I took my Wii, and I got in my car, and then I drove over to Best Buy, where they were still sitting outside because they didn't let anybody in yet, or the line was maybe they had more systems, people were outside, and I held the Wii up in the window, and I was driving by honking my horn, and they're like, fuck you. But my favorite memory was the Dreamcast, just because I think it was such a momentous occasion. It was like the new Sega console. It was finally Sega's gonna kick the shit out of Sony and Nintendo and say, we're the most powerful fucking console. We're back, we're gonna kick ass. And I was standing in line, and it was just such a good vibe. I bought a Dreamcast, NFL 2K, Sonic Adventure, and Soul Calibur. That's the 4 things I got on September 9th of 1999. And when I went home, I did not sleep. I played all those games all night long. I fell in love with fucking Soul Calibur. I thought it was the most perfect fighting game I've ever played. Like, I was just, my mind was blown at the perfection of that game console. Anyway, he was in that line too. Probably fucking 3 or 4 people away from me, who knows? But I was in line with my wife at the time. My ex, I should just say my ex. And then he was in line with a couple friends. Who knows who they were? I don't even know who he said he was in line with. But yeah, crazy. Crazy. Like, what are the odds? Just what are the odds? All right, I'm saving it. Oh shit! Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I just reloaded the chat. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Right. Let's see. Okay, we came from that direction. I don't want to get too sidetracked. Dude, it is story time all night tonight, isn't it? These we push, I think. Oh no, I could shoot them. Ah, fuck. These wisps are bastard. They should automatically drop items, don't you think? I think they should. Yeah, I could listen to this music like all day. It's so perfect. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I wouldn't mind if a console launch was like, ah, fuck. What's going on? Can I not grab that? Okay. Oh, there's like... Fuck. This is too much. Oh my god. God. Okay, hold on. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, these little harpies. Oh, fuck. Are really kicking my ass. Fuck, dude. Seriously? You're right. I should be using... Where's your precious turbo pad now? Oh, shit. You're right. Okay. Alright. Thank you. Jesus, nutsack. That was a little nuts. I think all I'm doing this for, too, by the way, is to get to the other side of that area. It's so funny. I can push these, too, can't I? Oh, fuck. Jesus. God, yeah, I'm getting smoked. Good thing I got lots of white spells. Kind of miss having to do that for stuff. I'm trying to remember what all things I've either waited in line for or bought at midnight release. I did... Yeah, that's the thing is, like, nowadays it's just like, you just refresh a screen and pre-order it. Like, I don't know, man. And even new games. Like, a new game comes out and it's just like... You download it. You're just sitting downloading it. Pre-order it and download it and wait for it to happen. You don't have to go anywhere to do anything. There's nothing physical about it anymore. I heard, like, the new Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, it's basically an empty disc. Like, that's so stupid. With just a link in it or whatever to download the game. Like, there's nothing, there's no part of the game that's actually on the disc. Like, I find that so dumb. Can I get that? Well, there's a boss in here, I think. Shit. None may pass here. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, I see. I see ya. I see ya. Fuck. Okay. Holy shit, dude. Oh, my God. I'm gonna die. Oh. This is good. Awesome. Jesus Christ, Jaeger. Oh, good. I'm dead. Oh, and then you lose all your magic? That sucks. Oh, thank God. Okay, I think I'm gonna still go with purple. Okay, good. Oh, fuck, that was hard. I lost a life. Welcome to the future, I suppose. What? That tree makes Woodman look like Green Puff? I know. I did do some video games. Weirdly enough, I think Mario Kart Double Dash came out on the same day as Final Fantasy VIII. No. That doesn't make sense. That's GameCube and PlayStation. What was it? Maybe it was Final Fantasy X. I think no. I think Final Fantasy VIII came out on the same day as the Dreamcast. Because I remember there being some people in line for Final Fantasy. At some point, I was like, whatever I was in line for, there was a whole shitload of people they were there for a Final Fantasy game. I don't remember which one it was, and then I was there for something very different. I was like the only person there, like, oh, you're the one. Here you go. Here's Evolution 2 on the Dreamcast or something stupid like that. And I'm like, yay, I'm going to go home and not enjoy this because I'm boycotting Sony shit. Like, it just didn't make any sense. Alright. Ooh, save it. Save me, baby. Hey, I'm happier with a lot more health, though. That's good. I think the next time I'll have to do attack, probably. Because 31 health is pretty high. That boss was not easy. I definitely died. Could have died a couple times had I not been more careful. Anywhere else to go down here? I don't remember. Does this unlock anywhere else? No, I don't want to go through all that again. Okay. So that did not unlock anything else. All right. I think I can go to this town. They've completed. Sweet. Yay. Welcome to Norville. Where have you been? It's rumored that Didas built the Dark Maze. Didas? Did he? Oh, bad guys out here. Oh, that's this guy out here. That's the one who was like, I could take you anywhere for a one white potion or whatever. Want to know something about the Dark Maze? Then go to Vern. That's where Didas hails from. Ooh, Didas. For one white potion, I'll send you anywhere. I guarantee it's perfectly safe. Want to give it a try? No. Not today, eh? Well, feel free to drop in anytime. Okay. These little weird things. I don't know what they are, but they're like, this is the warning that once you go out this doorway, this is where bad guys are. What the fuck was that? That's pretty cool. Oh, hey.
Only the worthy may pass through here to Ardeen.
Ah, fucking I used magic. Like an idiot. God damn it. Or maybe I didn't use magic. It was just that, whatever it was I just said. In place. Going to Vern, that means entering Darkwoods. You're either very brave or just plain mad. Oh, fine. Darkwoods is home to the horrid witch, Belle. Belle sealed the entrance to the Dark Maze. To enter the maze, you'll have to defeat her first. Oh, sure. You are now entering the Dark Woods. Oh, ah, fuck. You're not entering the Dark Woods. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Ah, the bar. Let's get fucked up. Heal me, baby. You look like you could use some rest. you wish to save? Save completed. A friend of yours is waiting to join you, okay? So this is where you can switch party members. So should we? I do believe, though, if we switch party members, it like... Oh no, it doesn't reset your health and stuff. It just, yeah, dude. I know, you got... How long until you get done with your night? Welcome back, Pickle Friction. I missed you. I missed you, my good friend. If you want to go and talk to your friend and have them, you switch characters, basically. Like, now I can switch characters. You can select whatever gems that you've gotten and re-put them in different places if you want to. So we can switch whenever we want to. Yep, they tell us who it is. Oh, you got 4.5 hours left? It's not too bad. So you're done close to 3? Well, it's 10:42 p.m. my time. So let's just not right now. Maybe next time. I'm a kid. There's a tunnel east of here that leads to Ardeen. Okay, that's good to know. An Oriental girl was seen entering Mist Cavern. I don't think anybody's seen her since. Alright. I think I want to go to that water temple. That's like important, I think. Hey, it's the guy sitting saying sit on my lap. Didas was a really good friend of mine. He even showed me his permit to Dark Maze. Yep, we go back a long way, Didas and I. Or Didas and me, I suppose you could say. It's your deal, bro. North of here is the deadly Cavern of Mist. It's a mind-boggling maze of twisting passions. Only a fool would venture into its tunnels. Alright, dang, your voice work is TTI worthy. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, there's no Grim Reaper to play Death Jack with. Blackjack with. No, that's alright. Okay, I don't... Ooh. It's like a... So which way is which? So this is... You're now entering the Cavern of Mist, okay. We're not going to do the Cavern of Mist. I think we're going to do the underwater tunnel. That's a really fun area. If I recall correctly. Oh my god. Yes, I have. Oh, this is the thing that's... Okay, that's the... Fucking idiot. That's the boulder that's blocking that. So I have to go through the Cavern of Mist to get that to be unlocked. Okay. Have you ever taken off work or school for a game? Yes, I have. I've had my parent... I pretended to be sick in school. But the most infamous story that I have, which if Superstar Xavier Michaels hops in the chat, was one day we were playing Loom on the PC Engine Turbografx, and I love Loom. Like, it's a great game. Okay, the Dark Wiz is that way. We're gonna go to the water thing. So Loom on the Turbo is a point-and-click adventure game, pretty in-depth, but it's not like the longest game in the world, but its puzzles are difficult and challenging that if you're not necessarily like really good at solving puzzles, it could take you a while. And I played the game a little bit. I bought the game. Like, this is one of those things like we were talking about earlier where you can't really rent. It's really counting permanent. I just wanted to duck off work. I don't know. I just in general, right? I played Loom. I bought it and then played it for the first time. It's one of those things where you didn't have a chance to rent it. I just wanted more CD games for my Turbo Duo, right? So I played Loom a little bit, and then I put it on the shelf. Well, there was one day, it was a Saturday, I believe. My parents were out of town, and I invited friends over to come and play games and stuff. And I had to go to work, I think it was 2 to 10, right? 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that. And this is the time I was maybe 16 years old. I had my own license. Oh, for a game release? This is not a story about a game release, but it is a story about a game. I had friends come over in the morning, and then I was getting ready for work, and my friend Matt Filio and I and Jay, I always say his last name because it's Matt, Jay, and myself. It's just, his name's Filio. Anyway, we were playing games, and then he pops in Loom, And I was like, oh yeah, you know, the intro is really good, but there's this part I always get stuck at. And so we were playing games, whatever. And 1:30 rolls around, and I'm like, I gotta get to work, guys. You gotta get out. And he's like, okay, well, hold on, let me try one more thing. And he was like, it was the one part where you're on the boat and you have to untwist the typhoon in the water to make it like you unspin it, because you learned how to spin earlier. And so you unspin it, you do the spell backwards, and it unspins the typhoon, and then it's smooth sailing, and then you can go on to the next island. And so he does that, he unspins it. And I was watching and I was like, holy fuck, you figured it out, And he's like, yes, I did. And I'm like, what do we do? And he's like, give me the phone, I'm gonna call your work and pretend to be your dad. And he has a very bassy voice. He was sounded much older than all the rest of us. We were like fucking teenagers with barely any balls. We had no marbles. Our voices didn't drop yet. So he calls work, my boss answers, and he's like,
Hello, this is Ron Yeager. I'm Joshua Yeager's.
no, sorry. He doesn't say any of that. Actually, he starts off with,
He's like, hello, I'm calling to tell you that Joshua Yeager is not going to be in work tonight because he's not feeling well.
and the person on the other end was like, who is this?
And he says, this is Josh Yeager that we're talking about. I'm Ron Yeager. This is his dad. He's sick. I gotta go.
Click. And he hangs up the phone. And I'm like, oh my God. All right, so I'm staying home. And so we played the rest of Loom. We went through the entire game that night, staying up until, who knows, 2 or 3 in the morning, finally beating Loom. And it was such a good story, and we had so much fun. Oh man, I love that game so much. Anyway, I only worked, I think, 2 or 3 days a week at that point in time. It was like Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays or something like that. So I didn't go into work until the next Friday, and when I went in, they did not schedule me, and they told me I was fired. Because they thought it was me that called in. It actually wasn't me, but it wasn't my dad. And they're like, yeah, you call in sick too much. I used to call in sick all the time for random things. But that was a literal day that I had my friend call me in sick to work because I wanted to play Loom. If he had not figured out that puzzle, though, I was planning on going to work that day. But I just couldn't believe it. It was like, I can't stop this now. We can't stop playing now. We just figured out how to do this area. It like blew my mind. I'm like, so you learned a spell and then you did the spell backwards and it like did something to undo something? Like, what? Oh, that was so fun. But yeah, it was awesome. That's the Loom story. That is the time oh no, this is where I came in, isn't it? So where the hell is the water area? Was it up here? Maybe it was. Oh no, it was over here, wasn't it? Know which order you're supposed to do things in. I'm not necessarily certain if you have to do them in any. Oh wait, only the. I'm confused. Where was the water? Was it before I got to the town? I bet it was, wasn't it? I bet it was over here before you got to town, wasn't it? I took off work for Final Fantasy 11 online. Oh yeah. I remember taking off, calling to work for Dead or Alive 5. Awesome. I remember taking off work when PSO came out, but I didn't want to take off work for PSO. Like, I got PSO on launch. Matter of fact, I remember that holiday season of the year 2000 of getting PSO, Shenmue, and Grandia 2. Like, I was set for life. Like, those 3 games are the entire holiday season. Like, that was playing through Shenmue was a fucking dream. It was so wonderful. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm not gonna go this way. I'm just gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that Misty Cavern or the woods or whatever. Let's do that. But I remember calling in sick to work after I put in PSO for the first time. I wasn't actually expecting much with Phantasy Star Online because I'm still not a big fan of online games. I just not the hugest fan, right? Okay, the Dark Woods, here we go. So when it first came out, I remember playing it for about 15, 20 minutes, made a character, did everything, whatever. And I went into the first area in the forest and I was like, Like, I didn't love it right away. But for some reason, I don't remember what it was, but I played some Shenmue, and then I played some Grandia, and then for some reason I went back to PSO that night, and I was like this is awesome. Like, I got through the first area, fought the first dragon, and then I was hooked. Like, once I got through that first area, I was like, now I understand the game a little bit better. And when the PSO first came out, online play on the Dreamcast was free. You didn't have to pay for anything. All you had to do was have an internet connection. And dude, it was shit. Just fucking amazing. And I remember calling in sick to work for that. But I also remember being laid off that holiday season. I worked in factories. I worked in factories all the way from 97 to 2005. For the first 8 years of my adult life, I worked in factories. And, oh shit. Oops. And, the best thing about working in the factories during the holiday season is they would lay you off. And getting laid off is obviously not a fun thing, but they did temporary layoffs during the holidays. And it was a way for them to save money on paying vacation time. It was also a way for them to save money on, or save time for us for taking PTO time, right, for holidays and vacation and stuff. And so they'd always lay us off like the week of Christmas all the way through the end of the week of New Year's. And man, when I got laid off that holiday season with Phantasy Star Online, I remember sitting for like 10, 15 hours a day playing that game. Oh, I just fucking loved it. Yeah, I remember calling in sick once in a while, specifically for the release of a game. I don't know if I was like... I remember getting the Wii in like November, and I still went to work. That was 2006? Holy shit, yeah, I still went to work. Well, I mean, I think I was working then. So that's a lot to think of. I have to remember now. Really liked the Wii when it first came out. I actually still really enjoy the Wii. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. I don't think the Wii is a bad console at all. There is just so much shovelware. But the thing is the NES had tons of shovelware as well. Like, when you think of when you think of the NES, like the library of games, it's like over 50% shit. Like, there's so many shit Nintendo games. Oh my god, I'm almost dead again. These things are hitting me really hard. The Wii is probably a little lower than that, though. I wouldn't say it's 50% bad games. It's probably like 80% bad games. But the thing is, on the original Wii, there's well over 1,000 games on it. So, like, even if 80% of them are shit games, 90% of them are shit games, you still have 100 games that are really good. So, I like the Wii. The waggle controls are a little much. There's a lot of shitty games that exploit that or tried to push it too hard. But there are also a lot of really unique games that are very fun for the Wii. And it also is 100% compatible with the GameCube. I love game systems that are backwards compatible. Yeah, motion controls are rough. It is not great. There's some games that don't require it at all, and that's good. But I do have one. Those red Wii's. Yeah, the red Wii's pretty slick. Yeah, yep. It's a very bare area. Oh, this must be one I was before. Okay. Or where it is I came from. That's funny that resets as soon as I walk off the screen. So this must be where I first came in then. Saw steps. Yeah, okay, that's the beginning. Steps. The only thing that worries me about doing this is that... which steps do I go to? Is that I know as soon as I go through a steps area, it's going to reset all the bad guys, which sucks. All right, here we go. To the right brings me here. just gotta be patient going through this area. What you got there, lap dancer? If you don't get past Belle, you'll never get to Vern. Thanks, man. You're so good. Shit, which fucking... Jesus Christ. What? Oh, those are those steps then, huh? Okay, so they all lead to the same area. That's pretty bizarre, but alright. I'll take it. Reminds me of NES. Not to die. Hate that these damn things throw axes or some shit. Fuck. When did they learn how to throw axes? So, Friction, did you watch any good horror movies this holiday season? I watched a disgustingly large amount of Hellraiser movies. Like I watched a majority of them. I watched 1 through 5 and then the Hulu movie. I could not stomach anymore after the 5th Hellraiser movie. It is a, I wouldn't say a bad series because the first 3, oh fuck, I think are really good. In fact, my favorite, I think, is 3. It's weird. Did you watch the new Hellraiser? Okay, cool. Yeah, I just watched it on Sunday. No, I watched it on Monday. I watched it Halloween night. The Lodge. Ooh. The Lodge. I don't know The Lodge. Dude, 3 is great. Nobody thinks 3 is good. 3 is great because that's the only one I have nostalgic ties to. That one I remember when I was a kid. The first one's fucking creepy. The third one is so campy, it's wonderful. It drives me nuts how people accept that one to be into the first movies. Like it fits it at all. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't fit anything. It doesn't make any sense. But, the fact that there's now, like... Oh, shit. The fact is now that there's like 11 Hellraiser movies, and Hellraiser 6 through 10 are goddamn awful. Because Hellraiser 6, honestly, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10 are all fucking terrible movies. Like, they're terrible movies. Shit, dude. I'm in fucking trouble. This is not good. This is stupid. Dude, I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm in fucking trouble. Oh my god, this is terrible. Shit, I'm in trouble. Fuck. Latest Hellraiser was pretty good. Yes. Okay, so the last Hellraiser was very good. So I don't know what happens after this. Sure. To continue. Sure. What is this? What happens now? Oh shit. This is like the beginning of this area. I think I can do this. Oh, that doesn't matter. That's fine. No, 4 was. 4 was an original Hellraiser movie because it was supposedly, what, is it Clive Barker? He produced 4, and he wanted it to be the way it was. Matter of fact, there's like a director's cut version of 4. I like the original too. It was mostly about how the wife was so consumed by the brother. Yeah, that she was willing to murder for him. Yeah. 1 is good. 2 is alright. It's a bit like labyrinthy in a gory, horrible adult version of Labyrinth where you're running around in like the gates of hell and it's like the situations and scenarios are kind of campy and silly. Dude, yeah, 2 is okay. I was gonna say that, Wink. 2 is okay. 1's a great movie, a horror movie. 2 is the one that I think is just okay. By the end of 2, I was like, just fucking end already. And then 3 was so different in such a fucking 90s action movie. So you think it's your favorites is 2, then the Hulu one, and then 1? I've never read the book. I bet the book is disgusting. But I liked 1, 2, and 3 just fine. 4 I thought was pretty rough. But 5 through 10 are fucking awful. And I've never even seen 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. I don't want to. I watched like quick synopsises of those movies, and I realized that they did not. One of them weren't even intended to be a Hellraiser movie or something, or maybe it was 2 of them, but like just awful. Fucking generic hack slash movies where all of a sudden Pinhead's like basically like Jason or Freddy or whatever, and it's like, that's cool. That's just great. The Cenobites smell like vanilla? Oh man. Yeah, I marathoned, I was planning on watching every single one. And every single one that I watched what the fuck is going on, dude? Every one of them that I watched this year, I watched by myself. You know what I'm going to do? I'm being honest. I'm going to go back to town and switch. I love that you guys picked, the elf, but I'm not feeling it. Like, I need someone stronger. I need like a real character. Hold on. I need someone stronger. I can't do this by myself. So it's a good thing that they have this option at the bar where you can go in and like talk to other people and like bring other people in, because shit, it's just too hard. Where was the bar? Other than 1, 2, and 11, they blur together. 3 does not blur with any of them. 3 is incredibly original. 3 is the only one that's like, what the fuck were they thinking? 3 is like on par with like RoboCop 2 and Terminator and just those wonky fucking 90s horror movies that it's just so different. All right, let's go to the room in the back. Who should we go with now? Let's see here. Okay, so there's, who do you wish to change? Oh my god, I did not mean to click. Fucking Fina hands Alex a crystal. Attack and power. Oh no, Cupcake, it's totally fine. What's up, Dan Van Dam? How are you doing, man? I'm gonna switch to the Hunter this time. It is totally fine. I just, I should have remembered some of that. Playing, oh my god, Jaeger. A friend of yours is waiting to join you, okay? Sure. All right, let's go to the Hunter. Because this time I didn't realize that by pushing a button. Okay. So there's other characters too that you can add in later on. I think there's like a Berserker and like some kind of a stronger wizard. Let's go with Arden. Here we go. Good, I'm glad to hear, Dan. It's good to see you, man. What are you playing these days? I thought I saw... okay, so I want that, and I want the power. There we go. Power of the man. Oh, of course. No, I mean, it was majority rules in the chat anyway, so it's all good. Nobody knew, and I haven't played this game in close to 30 years, so I don't even remember myself. All right, Arden's awesome, because look at that, 43 hit points, a stronger attack. Oh, right on, dude. We were literally just talking about that. After I play through this, I want to play through a Genesis RPG or an action RPG or something, right? Well, that's weird. This Finna. Status low. Yes, I do. We were just talking about which Genesis RPG I was going to play next, because I have not given the Genesis a lot of love lately. And I think between a couple of us we were chatting, I think we kind of ended up on like Shining in the Darkness, which I think would be a lot of fun. I want a good, like, involving RPG. That's, you know, a lot of dungeon crawling and stuff. I'd love to play some Dungeon Master. Dan, you were playing Dungeon Master 2 not too long ago, weren't you? But you always play, like, some super, super obscure old PC first-person RPGs, turn-based RPGs. Dungeon crawlers, if you will. A la Wizardry. And that's what I like about your stream. Your stream's awesome. You guys, all of you guys, if you're in the chat right now and you see Dan Van Dam, give him a follow too, because when he goes online, his streams are super, super interesting. Yeah, Dungeon Master 2. Yep, that's right. Oh, by the way, everybody should give a nod to our very own Antisocial Cupcake. She just recently got a PlayStation 5. And try to encourage her to do some Modern Warfare 2 streams coming up. I'm sure you're probably way more interesting than just about all the other Twitch streamers out there. Thing is, you're not just a pretty face, you can also be entertaining. Yeah, this is better. Did you get it yet? Did it come in the mail yet? Or do you have to go pick it up? When I got my PS5, I had to go pick it up from Best Buy. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Oh no, no. I went to pick mine up from Best Buy, which was cool. A little bit easier with the stronger character. I wouldn't say it's 100% simple, but it's not simple. Alright, so let's go in this way. Okay. Oh, we're in somewhere different now. Shit, these guys suck. Okay, that's better right there, though. Hellraiser Hellworld with Lance Henriksen and Henry Cavill. It was the 8th movie, I'm pretty sure that Hellraiser shoehorned into it. Henry Cavill is in a Hellraiser movie? I don't know this. This is awesome. Like I said, I'd never watched 5 through 10. I got so fed up and sick and tired of watching those movies that I just went right ahead to... Oh wait, do I want to go up here? I'm not gonna go up and see what's up here. Got an email, so oh my god, it's the witch.
You wouldn't think of crossing these woods without stopping to play with me, would you?
Shit. Get some bed. Get some sleep, my friend. Fuck. Dude, this is awesome. This is a great boss fight. Yes, I agree. I thought 11 was really good. Shit. Come back here, giant lady. Ugh, fuck. I'm stuck. I was stuck. God damn it. I was stuck. That sucked. Oh shit, it's going really fast now. Maybe I'm almost done with it. God, okay. There we go. Increasing my power. Okay. Save here for some reason. That's okay. Could do it this way. Lady Dimatrisk. That was a better way to go. This is the jazz club version of the boss theme. Oh, what's up, Fuzzface? I thought you'd wink. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you for hanging out for a bit. South is the village of Vern. Okay, so we can get the fuck out of here. It's funny that it was so much easier. That is a confusing area for sure. We're in a town again, yay. Good ice water. Welcome to Vern, the home of Dedis. Oh, cool. Yeah, trading white potions to that guy to go fly places is pretty cool. Deedus left our village a long time ago. I have no idea where he is. Oh, good. Thanks to you, we need no longer fear the dark woods. Oh. Okay, cool. What's up, Buffalo Hopscotch? How you doing? Welcome to the Dungeon Explorer 2 stream, my friend. Talking, good night, Wink. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Praise be. Praise be. May the Lord open. Praise be to Deedus, the pride of Vern. Alright. Praise be, my friend. Praise be. Buffalo, how you doing tonight? Deedus once had an apprentice called Yuri. Hey, Fuzzface. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, it's 11:15. I probably only got like a half an hour left in me or so. Deedus once had an apprentice called Yuri. He left the village in search of knowledge. Or goes back. Echo friction. It's almost like you never left. You look like you could use some rest. Thanks, Dick. Old Wisconsin farts, you know. Cheers, dude. With Bell gone, we can now use the trail to Norwalk. All right, cool. Yeah, for real. Viewers is waiting to join you. Okay? No, I'll stick with Arden. Dude, the streams on some of these nights when I get into it, like I get really excited about a game. I can like stay up super late. We can do midnight, a little bit after midnight. But sometimes I'll be so freaking tired. Cupcake was around for most of Newtopia too. No lie, some of those bosses at the end were so frustrating that I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed. Fuck it, I don't even want to play this game anymore. Like, I don't want to play it at all anymore. I would get so tired sitting in these dungeons and getting lost and just wandering around aimlessly. Like, oh my god, I was just ready to go to sleep. I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed and then never play this game again. Deedus lived next door. You'd know Yuri. The minute you saw him, it's the way he dresses. Very strange. I don't think he's from around here. He ain't from around these parts. Boy, it'd be really cool if I could find the frickin', maze permit. He who reads this may now enter the dark maze. Must have read the Dark Maze book. It's true, for real. Like those kinds of games that are just super frustrating, and then finally the big payoff at the end. My issue is that sometimes I give up on those. Because remember, we were playing Hunt Down at one time. Oh yeah. I gave up on Hunt Down because it was getting frustrating, and I'm just like, I don't know. That's not satisfying when you don't beat it. When it is, like Infernux was really fun, but it had some pretty hard parts. I think I already talked to this person today. Oh yeah. Praise be. Praise be. God. Hail Satan. Praise be. Hail Satan. Went into all the houses now? Maybe? Thanks to you, we need no longer fear the dark woods. Well, I hope so, man. So I read the book. I can go into the dark maze. I'm so afraid that I didn't... These houses are so, like, plain. Like, did I go in them? I don't know. I don't think I went into this one. Have you been to the dark maze? If you couldn't get in, I'd search Deedus' home. He knew everything about that maze. Oh. Cool. Cool, man, cool. Dan, what's the new game you're playing? Dan Van Dam. Oh, we were there. Okay. So is there anything else in that house that seemed off or fishy? We're good. It is super windy out too. It's kind of crazy. This game, by the way, also has one of the coolest endings that I've ever played. I love the ending of this game. Matter of fact, they remind me of beating like watching a movie. So what does this guy have? He's like, oh, I'll trade you white potions. Just send me anywhere. Guarantees perfect safe. Want to give it a try? I'll say yes. But he doesn't have any white potions. No teleportation. No white magic. No teleportation. Fine, jerk. But seriously, on Tuesday night we played through Madden Football Duo, on the Turbo. That'd be cool. Ah, fuck. I was gonna say, you know, what'd be cool is if there was no more bad guys in here. Oh, there's no more bad guys this way though. At least for now. So far, so good. This is cool. Oh, is this the quick route around? Yeah, it is, sort of. Oh, and that's the way to get in. Oh, shit, I'm an idiot. Check this out. I didn't even think of this. Dude, because that is a good ending. I was just going to say, in Madden, I love the ending in Madden. Oh, why can't I grab this? Oh, cool. Okay. But I love the Dungeon Explorer 2 endings, too. I'd say it's better. It's a better ending as a game. But they're both really good. I love that Madden ending. It's like such a... yeah, right? It was great. You don't have to be bitter butter smith. Oh, that was cool. It was cool to see like the backstage stuff of the developers and stuff just goofing around. Because literally it is just them having fun. They just recorded themselves goofing around and they're like, let's make this part of the ending. I like that football game in general. I think it's just smoother. Like, I played the Genesis version and Super Nintendo versions of Madden 93 after playing that one, and they're weirdly not as good. Like, I mean, I think the Genesis version I think actually both versions have official NFL licenses, which is cool, but all in all, they're just not bright. They don't have as many colors. The FMV sequences obviously are non-present in the other versions. I don't know. I like that game a lot. I think it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to play against other players. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. So if I need to go straight to that other area, I can just literally walk around. Okay, so that's cool. We walked through this area. Beat a boss over here. I'm a little more familiar with this area. I feel a little bit better now. I haven't got any white magic in like ages though. What the hell's up there? Oh no, yeah, I mean, you know why the one reason I enjoy that game is because it's the one football game that's actually fun on the Turbo. I could show you TV Sports Football if you ever want to see that at some point. It is not good. I've tried to like the game too. Matter of fact, there's a way to sim through seasons and stuff, and you can sim like forever, I think, into the future. And so you can put every game to computer and then just sim the games. And then if you wanted to, fucking idiot. Then if you wanted to really badly, you could play like the Super Bowl or something like that. I think they call it the TV Sports Championship or something like that. But yeah. Tecmo Super Bowl is definitely where it's at. If there was a Tecmo game on Turbo, oof, that'd be perfect. But I like Tecmo Super Bowl. It's FIFA CD. Oh shit, I didn't even know there was a FIFA on Sega CD. That's cool. I bet it is good. Oh, Sensible Soccer is awesome. Is there a Sensible Soccer on Sega CD? I love Sensible Soccer. I've only played it I think on Super Nintendo. Or there's Sensible Soccer games on the Amiga too. Those are really good games. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I'm not a fan of soccer as a sport, but I love the games. The games are always fun. I remember Super Soccer on the Super Nintendo was fun. Cunyo's Soccer, woo, is fucking spectacular. On the Nintendo, it was called NES What was the soccer? What was soccer? The Technos Kunio game on the Nintendo. Shit, I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember what it's called. NES Open? Something like that? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's not Sega CD. I was just saying it's a good game. Oh, okay. Well, FIFA is a good game. FIFA games are good. I liked EA Sports back in the day. I liked NBA Live 95 was good. Bulls versus the Blazers in the NBA playoffs. Those are good games. Like I remember really enjoying those games. It's just crazy how far that company has fallen. New Madden games are junk. So how do I get over there then? Yeah, NBA Live 97, yeah. I just remember the commercial for NBA Live 95, or maybe it was the intro credits for it. It was like NBA Live 95. I just liked how it rhymed. I'm a sucker for rhymes. You're a young buck. Okay, there was the boss. Okay, and that takes me right to... Oh. Yeah, I gotta get down here and figure out... Oh yeah, I definitely prefer all the 2K games. I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. This is 2.5 hours. Let's give it a save here. I'll have to do a little bit of refreshing in my mind on where we're at with this, because all the way until next Tuesday, if that's my next stream, I will most assuredly forget most of what's going on. Well, let's go find someone to raid. Play some funky music. Find someone to raid. I'm a little deep here. Game Dave's on. Oh my, super laggy. There's a lot of people on. Let's do Skywitch. She's always cool. Let's go do Skywitch. You guys can check out her streams. She's pretty awesome. Skywitch, you guys ready for this? This will be fun. Everybody hang tight too. Wait a second. Shit! Whoa, 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 whoa. Pickles. You want to do a video game stream, or you want to do it the next time I'm on? Like I'll owe you? Or do you want to do one? Let's do one. Do it for tonight. Let's do it. Dude, let's just do it. That'd be cool. Let's do a song before we jet off. That'd be fine. No, for real. Let's do the song. Let's do the song. Let's do your song, my friend. Oh, okay, he says. All right, let's do this. This is going to rock. I'm excited. Ready? Let's listen to a song. And we're going to review it. Because that's what we do. Ah, shit. This is good. I'm curious how the,
Whoa, never been so much fun. 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 Go to your brother, kill him with your gun, leave him lying in his uniform, dying in the sun. Whoa,
It's a good song.
whoa, never been so much fun. 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 Go to your brother, kill him with your gun, leave him lying in his uniform, dying in the sun. Whoa, whoa,
The biggest, like, fan of the game. Like, I think the game's really cool. But this song is a 10.
kill him with your gun, kill him with
I
your
mean,
gun.
how could it not be?
Kill him with your gun, kill him with
this on a different console. I don't think the game. So maybe the reason why I'm not in love with this game is because I played on the wrong console. I played on an Atari Jaguar. Hold on a second, though. This is the version I played. It's like literally the same. I recognize it. That's so weird. So this is the Atari Jaguar version of frickin' Cannon Fire, which is like a war simulation game. It's a little bit similar to, like, honestly, the old World of Warcraft games, right? And the Jag had the same intro song. Anyway, I'm giving it a 10 no matter what. I really don't remember the Jag having this music. So. And I already added it to the list. That's the 66th music review. I'm giving it a 10. I think it's great. I think it's great. Fucking great. All right. Rating Skywitch, right? Let's go see what Skywitch is doing. All right, everybody, come on with me, friends. Let's go raid. 3 of us ready to raid. 4 of us ready to raid. That's pretty fucking cool. It's pretty fucking cool. Good job, everybody. Proud of you guys. I love you guys. I will talk to you guys another time. See you guys next week for the next stream of Dungeon Explorer 2. Hope you guys had fun tonight. I did. I had a blast.